Hey, what's up? It's Randy, and welcome to another episode of my channel. Thanks for joining me. Guess what time it is? You guessed it. Today I'm at Raley's. I was looking for a place to kind of eat some healthy food, and I was craving like a sub sandwich. And the last time I got a sandwich here was out of this world, man. They were really good sandwiches, and the price isn't too bad for how big they make them. So, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting a sandwich here at Raley's. It's 12 o'clock somewhere. Let's go. All right, heading back to my car. Check this thing out. Whoa, it's a big sandwich. Stay tuned. I made it back to the car. You gotta check this sandwich out, man. Look at this sucker. Damn, that's the biggest sandwich I've seen. And guess what? Comparably to some of the other places, $16.99 for this big thing. I got it on the Dutch Crunch roll, pastrami, and provolone. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm about to show you too. But check this out. I was thinking about going to Togo's, and I actually went in there, and I hadn't been there in a while, and I didn't completely make my mind up yet, but I knew I wanted to eat something healthy. And I was kind of had this Raley's in the back of my mind, but I thought I'd walk into Togo's. And typically Togo's is pretty good, but their prices, man, are super high. Compared to this is $16.99. I think Togo's is not nearly this big at all. And they wanted it was like 18 something for the large one. And just from past experience, I know they're not nearly as big as this. So I opted away from Togo's. Now, I like Togo's. I'm not ripping on Togo's, but it's just like any other place that, everybody's charging so much for and I don't think it's necessary, And Raley's here has a decent deal, $16.99. You'd think for a sandwich is still pretty high, but for how big this sucker is, look at this thing. It's huge. For that price, compared to other places like Subway and stuff like that, and Togo's and other places, you're gonna pay more than that at those places. So I don't know. They even had a sign in their deli. It says Citrus Heights Best Sandwich, and I kind of agree with it. Actually, I kind of agree that they got a great sandwich at a great price. Got the sun coming in. It's a nice sunny day today. We're just getting over the rain. Got a little sun coming in. Feels good. All right, let's get into this. Now, I kind of did like I did last week, where I'm going to eat like half of it right now and half of it for my dinner later. So I gotta be careful here. Wrap this back up. We'll just kind of do a quick wrap there. All right, now look at this. Look at how big just the half is. And look at that sucker. Look at that. Oh my God. I love their lettuce. They got the shredded lettuce. And they got this Dutch Crunch roll, which I really love. And if I'm correct, I kind of think it's kind of unique to this area. There's not, other areas don't really have the Dutch Crunch. I could be wrong on that, but I think it's kind of unique to this area. And in fact, I think there's a place in Auburn that invented the Dutch Crunch style of roll. But like I said, I could be wrong on that, but I think that might be true. I know that I'll get into some other stuff I was going to tell you too. But let's go for a big bite of this. Look at the peppers they got on that sucker. Look at that. Oh my God, this is just half of it. Let's go for a bite. Man, that's so good. They really packed the meat on it too. Look at that. Look at that. Let me take these glasses off. Yeah, I was been kind of on a little bit of a healthier kick lately. which is always good, you know. Like I say, I don't do fast food every day. And lately I've been really cutting back on the fast food. Even, you know, in the videos, you know, I got the sandwich here today, and I got the ones from Panera Bread that were really good last week. But yeah, just, you know, kind of taking a break from McDonald's and stuff like that. You know, I kind of thought about maybe going to Wendy's, and, you know, but I don't know. This is just much more healthier for you. But look at that. I can't believe how much meat they pack on there. That's so awesome. And I got the works on it, man. They put everything on there. I love these pepperoncinis. It's just like I remember. They really pile on the toppings, and they give you a lot of meat on this large sandwich. I mean, it's a lot. It really is. And I got jalapenos, pepperoncinis. So good. Now I was going to tell you how the Dutch Crunch is kind of unique to this area. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Oh, and I just got water too, so I'm off the sodas for a little while. Not forever, but I'm just kind of doing water and sandwich. Even though I still have a whole garage refrigerator full of Diet Pepsi. But anyway, what I was getting at is back in the 80s, my uncle had a meat packing business. You know, it was a full service meat packing business, and it was really kind of a unique business right in Newcastle, California. And he got a lot of business in that area. And my mom, he told my mom, he goes, you really ought to start a cheese shop, cheese and deli meats, and sell sandwiches and stuff like that. So my mom did. She started it up, and became Kathy's Cheese Shop. Now I've been meaning to do a vlog on it, but it's changed ownerships for a few times. Now my uncle, my mom ended up selling it to her sister, and then I think it was still called Kathy's Cheese at that time, but my mom had it for 3 or 4 years, I think, and it was real successful. She had really good loyal customers that would come back. Some people would even drive all the way from the Bay Area just to go to Kathy's Cheese Shop, you know. But anyway, she ended up selling it to my my aunt, and then my aunt ended up, I think, just closing it down at the time, or my uncle, I think, might have taken it over. But then it was renamed Newcastle Cheese Shop, and that's what it still is to this day. And it's owned by another person that was a family friend of my uncle's and my mom's, and you know, all of us. You know, we I think his daughter now owns it, the family friend. So but I could be wrong on all this too. You know, I haven't been up that way in a while, but I'm pretty sure it's still open, and I'm actually going to be doing a vlog on that pretty soon. But anyway, my mom got there's a place called Hilda's Bakery in Auburn, and I think they were one of the ones that kind of, I don't know what to say, invented the Dutch Crunch roll, but I think they might have. You know, I don't know the exact history, but there's something to do with their style of it or something like that. But anyway, my mom would get all her bread from them, and the bread was just incredible, man. This Dutch Crunch rolls, you know, I think now a lot of companies make it themselves and stuff like that, but this bakery really specialized in all these specialty breads and stuff like that. My mom got all these breads and stuff like that from from them, and Dutch Crunch was one of them. It's always been one of my favorites, and so, you know, it always kind of reminds me of this, you know, going into an actual deli. And Raley's is a pretty big supermarket around here. They, in fact, they sponsored the River Cat Stadium. It was called Raley Field for a long time. Now it's called Sutter Health Park, I believe now. But they sponsor a lot of stuff in the area. And Raley's has just been one of the major supermarket stores in the area, and there happens to be one kind of here close to my house. And I don't shop there a whole lot, but I do like their deli and the way they got it all set up. They even have hot food in there and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. But anyway, kind of just reminds me of my mom's old cheese shop, you know, in a way. You know, this is kind of how they made them back in the day, and they were always really big, so it's kind of like the old style. Our sun's poking through now. Whew, I can feel it. It's not too warm though. It feels pretty nice. We're just getting over some major rain, which we needed really bad. And the last storm we had last couple days, was a colder storm, so we got more snow in the mountains, and that's really what we need in this area for the water and stuff like that. They need the snowpack and stuff in the Sierras, and then it all drains down, and that's how we get our water. So if you're from this area, from California or any parts of California, you always pray for like a lot of snow in the winter, because that means the lakes will be full and everything, and you won't have to ration water too much, you know. But because there's been times we've gone through some pretty serious droughts in this area, so it's always a good feeling. Everybody's kind of happy when it snows really good, and we get a lot of rain. And usually when it rains here, it's snowing in the Sierra Nevadas. But some storms are warmer, so you don't get as much snow. But this last storm was fairly cold, so we did get some pretty decent snowpack. But anyway, back to the sandwich. Man, I love this stuff. So good for the price, man, because one of these halves really fill you up. So I'm gonna have that other one for dinner, like I did kind of like last week. You know, I ate showed them in the video, part of the little bagel sandwiches, and then ended up eating the rest of them later. Look at that. And pastrami has always been my favorite deli sandwich meat. It's really, really good. Yeah, it's kind of cool to think that cheese shop, it's called Newcastle Cheese Shop, but it's still open to this day, and it's they're famous for their it's called the Rat Trap sandwich. And that was my uncle. He was kind of the visionary behind the whole thing, actually, and he got my mom started in the cheese shop, and then it, you know, changed hands, and he owned it for several years. I want to say like in the mid-90s, I think, somewhere around there. And he came up with a lot of the little slogans they have, like the Rat Trap sandwich, and he even drew the little logo. My uncle's a really good artist, so he drew the little logo on it. It's kind of like a simple little rat for the Newcastle Cheese Shop, and it's in the old packing sheds in the Newcastle Cheese. So it's kind of a historic building because it's been there for so long. And my uncle's been, you know, he's had his packing business, and then he took over the cheese shop and stuff. So he's really done well in that area for many years, and yeah, really built up that cheese shop. And now it's owned by someone else, but they still kind of run it the same as far as I know. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of fun to think about. But I remember that when I was in heck, I must have been in like 5th grade, 6th grade, going to my mom's cheese shop after work, and she wouldn't pay me very much. It was like, I want to say it was only like $1.50, because I only worked like an hour and a half, but I'd put away all her order, because Tony and Golia's is a distributor for all the cheese and meats and stuff like that. So she would get her order in, and there would just be tons of stuff and just big old blocks of cheese and in boxes, and I'd have to rotate it all. And then but I was really passionate about it, and my mom would only have me do the walk-in box, because I would always rotate it really good, and whenever she had someone else, they would just always just stack it on top of the other stuff, and they wouldn't check the dates. But I was always really particular about it, so I think my mom really liked the fact that I did that. But had a lot of fun, and I got a lot of good exercise doing that, and it was just a good, fun kids job after school and stuff like that. But yeah, we had a lot of fun there. A lot of my cousins worked there, and my other cousin worked in the meat packing place, and yeah, it was just a lot of fun thinking back on it, you know. But yeah, the sandwich. Really kind of reminds me of that. But I just can't believe how big it is for the price. I mean, it really is a good deal. And this is the location right off Antelope, off I-80. So if you take Antelope, it's just right off to the right. You'll see it right off the freeway, basically. It's Raley's right here. And yeah, it's kind of my stomping grounds, this area. So, but yeah, man, I was really craving something healthy. And I'm glad I went with this. This is good. I'm almost filling up right now. I still got quite a bit left to eat. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it good right there. I'm gonna say I really appreciate you hanging out with me, enjoying this awesome Raley's old school deli style sandwich. Like I said, you know, they don't make them like this anymore. They really don't. You know, a lot of these little corporate sandwich places, they kind of give you the least amount as possible and then they charge you the most they can, you know, from my experience, you know, and I just don't think it's necessary. And I appreciate a store like Raley's giving such a good deal on a sandwich, and it's yeah, it's a good deal for the size of it. You know, I don't mind paying $16.99 for that big of a sandwich. So, but anyway, I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me on my lunch break. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Check out some of my old videos. So on one of these sides here, it's going to pop up here in a second. And yeah, my last week's was a healthy video too, the Panera bread. So check that one out if you could, last week's. And yeah, just yeah, until next time, we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. See ya.